Saturday Social, brought to you by EA Sports FC with PlayStation 5.
Some amazing performances in the Champions League this week, notably Jude Bellingham again.
Oh, my word.
Oh, my word, what a player. And it got us thinking about who is the best player in every position in world football right now.
Yeah, I think it's quite an interesting debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's some unbelievably talented players. So that's what we've tasked our guests with, coming up with the best player in each position in world football this season. So we're going to go through, staggering through, effectively building an 11, because that's how it all kind of shape out, won't it? We can start with goalkeeper.
Yep. I think this one.
Who do you think is the goalkeeper?
I think this one should be unanimous. I think we're both going to have a few different picks here, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
But I feel this is pretty unanimous. I mean, I've got Alisson. I'm assuming you do as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird right now. Yeah, right now I don't think it's like there's top keepers, but it's not like back in the day where there was a lot of top keepers all playing at the same time. So I think he.
Ter Stegen, I thought of maybe I do like Ter Stegen a lot, but I think Alisson's
and
just...
Courtois, because he's injured now, but he was good the last couple of years.
Yeah, Courtois and Neuer's injuries.
Yeah, I think he sticks out like a sore thumb now in the world of goalkeepers. So.
Yeah.
Whoa, where's this placement?
Yeah, bro.
There we go.
See, I told you, it's his fault. We lost earlier.
Do you think Alisson is the best keeper in the history of the Premier League? Because that's what we were talking about on the show last week as well.
I mean, I think it's fair to start adding him to that debate now with Schmeichel and Cech.
Yeah?
I think it's unbelievable. I mean, it's arguable. I mean, they all have different cases, but I think he's definitely...
Consistency will probably be there for a long time as well. By the time he retires, I think he will.
Yeah, only 31. Not his best performance last weekend, by the way. You know what happened there? It's like a rare Alisson...
It happens.
He has that in his game.
Bizarre.
So he can... I mean, I think most keepers now have that in their game, but it's just the way football is now. You've got to make mistakes.
OK, best goalkeeper in the world right now. Both the guests agree it's Alisson. Let's move on to the right back. Just reveal to the camera who you've both got at right back. Is there agreement? No, there's not.
Yeah.
Disagreement.
Yeah. I went a bit different. I put a centre-back at right back, but...
But he has played nearly every game this season at right back. He's effectively a right back now, isn't he?
That's why I put him there.
I think Kyle Walker, for me, is just... He doesn't lose a touch. Every single year, you almost wait for the decline of Kyle Walker, and it never seems to come. I feel like he's greatest right back in Premier League history, and
I agree.
At his age, to still be the best right back in the world, for me, speaks volume of the player that he is. For me, I think I've got to go for a natural right back for me, rather than... I do have him in my team, though.
See?
OK.
That's the interesting thing.
You have him in his actual position.
I have him in his actual position.
Do we...
I mean, we both clearly agree this guy's one of the best defenders in the world. I mean, he's got everything to his game. He's so good. And he's been playing right back this season a lot more. I think because they had Koundé last time. They used to play Koundé right back. Yeah. They swapped him around.
I think in terms of 1v1 defending ability, he's the best in the world, in my opinion, because he can go out wide, he can do it centrally, he's just... 1v1.
Good battles with like Vinny and that as well.
Oh, he's silences Vinny every time he...
I mean, to be fair, like, he is, I think, your point, best ever, I think, in the Premier League, and he could make our team anyways, because you have him in, so I don't mind putting...
You're going to go with Kyle Walker. OK, there we go.
A couple of alternatives I want to throw in there as well. Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah, good player.
Leverkusen, flying.
I've got his teammate in my team.
More of a wing back?
Not a right back.
More of a wing back?
I'll say yes. Wing back, if anything, more of a winger.
Yeah, playing super high for Xabi Alonso.
The way Xabi Alonso plays, very high up, but I think Kyle Walker for me.
Danny Carvajal, any shouts in there?
His return to form has been incredible.
Incredible.
I think, especially he looked down and out last year.
Because Faisal from SDS, I know he's watching, he was cooking him. He was cooking Carvajal last season, but now suddenly he loves him again.
Yeah.
Madrid fans.
Turn of form, he's recovered.
Interesting, we asked Kyle Walker, didn't we, who he thought was the best right back in the world. He said Trippier. So his mate Trippier. So lot of good right backs, you said. Let's move on to the centre backs. Now again, we're doing this based on positions. So
right centre back.
So who do you think is the best right centre back?
Before we ask your pair, who do you both think is the best centre back in the world right now? Current form.
I've got Van Dijk.
Van Dijk for you.
I have Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz for you. It's a great debate. It's a debate you often see with these two. Van Dijk's been in great form, Sharky, isn't he?
He's unbelievable. It's like he is. I mean, he was the best centre back in the world before. You know. And he had a horrible injury.
Second in the Ballon d'Or. I think people forget that. He narrowly won.
Yeah, it was close. Was it second or third?
It was a unicorn.
Yeah, second. Yeah. Unbelievable. And he had a horrible injury. Yeah. And he's not young, you know what I mean? It's like 32 now, but he got it at like 30. So it's like, to come back from that and now be again unbelievable.
Back to his best.
His defending is unbelievable. Everyone knows that 1v1 defending. But even on the ball, because he plays left centre-back, so the way he switches it to Salah, inch perfect every time across field. I mean, he's unbelievable. I think he's the best in the world again. But he's not my right. He's my left centre.
Incredible in both boxes as well. He's such a threat on corners.
81% aerial dual success rate in the Premier League this season. Best
crazy.
record in the Prem.
I think the man who picked up
Diaz.
the baton, though, once he got injured in being a best centre-back was Ruben Diaz. And I think if you're talking in terms of big games, Champions Leagues, this guy always turns up and is always reliable. And even against Liverpool the other week, the game he played, incredible. And I think even his ball playing a lot of the time for me is underrated a lot of times. But in terms of pure defending, I think he's the number one.
So if they're the number ones for you, do we put them in as the?
You could have him as the left centre back.
No, but Van Dijk's my left centre back.
Okay, are they the two that you're putting out as a pair?
Well, I haven't put my right centre back forward.
Who are the other two that
So obviously I have Arujo.
I had Araujo.
So that's your right centre back. Your right centre back is.
And you've got Saliba.
Willow. Saliba. You got to put someone in there for now and forevermore.
I think you've also got to put it in there for the fact that Arsenal are the best defence in the league this season by a distance. They're by expected goals conceded, by
I think
shots.
they're the best defensive unit in
Yeah,
the
I think you're conceding
I think you realise how good Saliba was when he was out of your team last season.
I think he played like 40
the difference that he made when he wasn't playing.
I think he played like 40 Premier League games for us already. He's lost 4, maybe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy to be that kid at his age.
The fact that he's in those conversations now, I wouldn't be ready to crown him the best right now. But I've got 3 guys ahead of him, in my opinion. So Araujo, Diaz, Van Dijk, all getting ahead of him, in my opinion.
I mean, I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah. Look, 4 top players. I mean, if we're doing this based on best players in the position, do we go with the 2 that you're originally?
I think we'll go for the. I think
Van Dijk and Diaz. I mean,
But you're saying, are you both agreeing then that you think Van Dijk this season?
I think for me, I've said I've been a big kind of saying all season Van Dijk's back to his best.
left backs.
Back to the beast, yeah. Who have you gone for, Sharks? Grimaldo.
Alex
Grimaldo.
Grimaldo.
Camera.
And I've gone
Both gone to Germany.
Yeah. For me, I think
First time.
people have almost forgotten with his injuries how good he is, and I think over the past year or so he's really reminded people. I just think no one has really surpassed him. I think maybe a year or 2 ago it was him and Robertson who were
Who's top of the league?
I understand. Perform is temporary, as they say. Class is permanent. And that's what Alphonso Davies
class
is,
as well.
I'm telling you.
Let's not forget Leverkusen haven't lost a game this season in any competition. 18 wins, 1 draw, and that's a wet.
And I know he's a full-back, so it's like you don't want to look too much at attacking stats because it's not going to last forever. But 12 games in the league this season, 7 goals, 4 assists, something like that?
Yeah,
crazy.
Do you know what? 9 goals, 5 assists in 18 appearances this season.
All comps.
From left back, Grimaldo, and they're top of the league.
Yeah, and I watched him score free kick against his boys.
Incredible.
This
Listen,
season.
But if you're going to put him in, you've got to have Frimpong at right back because I feel like they're doing the same.
Because if you think about it, Kyle Walker plays centre back. So if we play him, moves forward, he tucks in. We've got 3. You know, we're thinking about this.
He's gone too tactical here.
That's like Gary O'Neill on Man.
He comes, he pushes forward.
I think it's tough not to have a Leverkusen player in
If
there.
you're talking in terms of
Exactly.
best left back in the world, I think you've got to have Davies.
I think Joe said it right, and they're the judges. I think you have to right now have a Leverkusen player in the team.
I think Sharky's... Also, we do judge this on best argument. I think Sharky's argument brought forward was very good for Grimaldo.
Yeah, let's get...
Stick him on.
Yeah, Grimaldo.
Go for it.
This is this season, remember? This is this season.
Properly, man. Respect the board.
Right. DM. Who is the best defensive midfielder in the world right now? Fuad, reveal it to the camera.
I've got the top 2.
Who have you got?
I have gone.
You can potentially play yours as
Rodri.
There he is.
Rodri.
I've got
Without
Rodri
a
too.
shadow of a doubt, I think he's just a class above everybody else, in my opinion. What he's able to do physically, technically, the dark arts he even brings to that midfield that he's able to get away with, he's just a different class. And this rocket launcher that he's added to his game over the past 18 months or so, it just adds a whole different arsenal to City's attack, if you like. But
And like we said with Saliba, when you notice when he's, again, a similar example, when Rodri wasn't playing for Man City. I mean, it does sound silly thing to say because they've got so much strength and depth, but he's one of those players, when you take him out of that team, you do notice it, don't you? Really notice it.
the suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, we benefited of that. We beat them when they were missing.
Yeah, they were a different team without him, yeah.
But what about Declan Rice?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's here as well. I got him here. No, I haven't forgotten about Declan. I think for me, Declan was getting in my team, 100%. Like, I think he is now... It's mad as well because he was the same at West Ham. And I said it, I think we owe West Ham another 20 million. You know,
I saw that.
Definitely, we owe him a bit more. So it's like I couldn't leave Roger at the team, so it's like I had to put both.
So you want Declan Rice as a centre mid?
I think he's best as a 6, But obviously, like I could have showed you, I'm like very tactically like aware.
Let's put Rodri, if you've both got Rodri, let's put him in.
So the way I play it,
the
way I play it is beautiful. You know,
Okay.
The way I play it is beautiful. So obviously, as you know, Grimaldo's bombing forward. Deckers will play alongside Rodri. He can obviously bomb forward as well, occupy that left side that Grimaldo's taking, but also he can tuck in because Rodri likes to get involved. Rodri likes to get involved.
Thought about it.
Just to let you know, they're not actually going to be playing.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're not, no.
Oh.
We can't arrange people to meet up.
We got the next one.
I'd love it if we could do that.
Big carry game, I know.
Should we do it? Yeah.
Come on,
We'll
give him a
try our
shot.
best. No, we can't make it happen.
Okay.
Have you got Declan Rice as well, Fuad?
No, I don't.
have?
I have Jude Bellingham.
I got him as well.
He's got.
So I think we've got to think about formation a bit here.
I got him as well. Yeah, of course. He's
More of a 10. It's like almost a second striker.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we've got these two holding it down there, and then Jude there, basically with the strikers.
Yeah.
Now, the other one I've got there is Jamal Musiala.
Oh, the guy I had as his favourite player. I don't want to
It's so funny. We've come full circle now.
You love Musiala.
But I think
Seems to
Musiala
talk
is
about him a lot.
a special, special talent. I think he's literally the leader of the next generation.
They grew up
a
together.
creative machine. Yeah.
For the England
So the tandem that you could have in this double pivot here with Rodri protecting them, for me, I just think
Let's show
in
the
terms
camera
of
to
pure tens,
Go on. So they're
in
the two
terms of pure
options.
tens, this is the last of a dying breed in my
So
opinion.
you think Musiala is a better 10 than Bellingham?
Yes.
As a natural 10, yeah.
As a
yeah,
natural
I agree.
10, yes.
I agree. I think, but Bellingham's like
I just think
everywhere.
the form Bellingham's in at the moment is almost making him undeniable, where you're putting
Yeah,
him in
yeah.
conversations the best player in the world.
I think he's
Would you say Jude Bellingham now best player in the world?
Right now,
Current form.
form, yeah, 100%.
Has to be, right?
No, I think my striker is, but
Yeah. Okay.
Bellingham.
I know who you're
basically-
coming to. Yeah,
I'd still go Mbappe.
So a couple other options that potentially missed out here. Valverde. So we
He's been good
We put a
this
tweet
season.
out this week asking for suggestions. A lot of people were saying Valverde as a midfielder. Bernardo Silva.
He's one I was gutted to leave out. I thought about on the way in, and I was like,
Because obviously these two, both young, both exceptional, but
Yeah.
is Musiala as
Bernardo.
good as Bernardo
No,
now?
If you
I
could
think-
put Bernardo instead of Musiala, I
Yes.
would have gave you both your picks.
I think, yeah. And on the way in it, honestly, I wish I had Callum to pick Bernardo. But Musiala, I'll have
So
to
we both
ahead
have
of
Jude.
Rice.
We both have
in
Jude.
my
So
opinion.
Jude can go out. So
Jude can go, yeah.
The best advanced midfield. Let's just call him advanced midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, for space.
Jude Bellingham has to be.
So
in
now
the
it's
team,
between
obviously.
Rice and Musiala.
Now, come on. Now,
Are you have you
I
made,
think
you feel like
this
you've made
is
a
an
bit of an L there?
unbelievable midfield here.
No.
This is beautiful.
I think
That's
that
too attacking.
is beautiful.
That's too attacking.
Why is it too attacking? Isn't that
Because
what we
he's a
love,
striker.
attacking football?
He's a striker,
Look
and
at this. He's not a striker.
basically is,
He
bro.
can do any role.
He basically
can be a
is.
box-to-box,
Madrid
he
play
can be
Vinha and
What was he doing for
Rodrigo,
Dortmund
but
last
they
year?
both spread wide, and Musiala's basically the striker. Bellingham's the striker.
I don't know.
Like but come on, like, well, why have we put him there? Like we agreed.
He gives you a certain X factor, in my opinion. There is nothing that Rice gives you that Rodri doesn't.
What?
What does Rice give you that Rodri doesn't?
Legs.
You don't have legs here?
Yeah, but come on, like here, it's beautiful. It works
So for
better
me,
with
you've
the
already
team.
got everything.
guys
You've
say?
got Rice.
I think you've made a mistake with your
Yeah,
midfield
you
options.
should've Bernardo.
I think
I should have gone Bernardo, yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree. I should have gone Bernardo. But I'm trying to sell Musiala now.
Now you two have got to make a decision between yourselves.
It's up to you.
For me, I don't know, this midfield looks better as a midfield unit.
It doesn't. I think that looks better. That technically.
Nah, but
way
remember
more
who got
fluid.
left back now. I mean, this is important for this.
To be fair, it's the best player in that position we're looking
True,
for
yeah,
more. So it doesn't matter too much about the 11. If we're saying the best defensive midfielder is Rodri and the best
Yeah.
attacking midfielder is Jude, and we can just throw another name in there
Yeah.
to give it a little bit of balance.
Top of the league, not top of the league.
Point.
Take it.
Regardless, it should have been Bernardo.
But we all agree.
It should have been Bernardo. Yes, it should have been Bernardo.
It should have been
Apologies,
Bernardo.
Bernardo.
Sorry, Bernardo.
Sorry, Bernardo.
He always gets forgotten. He's
Also, there was a few other suggestions for Granit Xhaka.
Yeah,
He's having a
a few people-
stunning season at Leverkusen. Nico Barella at Inter Milan as well. So
A few people saying putting out Maddison as well. The form he was in before his injury, bearing in mind current form as well. So
Ballon d'Or.
sorry.
Ballon d'Or worthy form.
yeah.
So some good shouts there. Worth chucking the other names in the mix. Right wing. I mean, is this an absolute tap?
We should have the same front.
Yeah, I believe.
Well, let's do right wing first.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Presume that you're both going to go
Salah.
Mo Salah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Easy.
like,
What's
yeah.
to say
What
that
more can
hasn't
we say?
been
Like, what,
said?
yeah. What more can we say? I mean,
Guys.
he's still performing at the craziest level.
Yeah.
The numbers. He's
So you think it was the right decision for Liverpool to keep hold of him and turn down that 150 mil in the summer?
100.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
There's some players where they're worth more than money, if that makes sense. And he's one of those you kind of hold on for as long as you can. And Saudi will be back.
Yeah, I agree. Another shout here, suggestion-wise, Rodrigo. Madrid having a really good time of it.
In Europe as well.
Great goals last few weeks.
He's forgotten about almost because Vinny's on the other side, you know, but he's... Wow, man, I always say...
And another suggestion, that I suppose you play on the left as well, Leroy Sané.
He's been good.
Very good.
More on the left, but it's been outrageous for Bayern Munich.
The competition he's got on the left is tough, man. That's usually where all the best wingers are.
Yeah, the left wing spot is very tough. So who have you gone for?
Yeah, let's go left wing next.
Best player in the world, as I said earlier, Kylian Mbappe.
Both in agreement?
Yes.
I'm in agreement that he's here. He's not the best player in the world right now, on form. I think he's still top, but they're going out. Can you push him further, but please? OCD. A bit OCD.
There we go.
Yeah. So Kylian Mbappe...
17 goals and 17 apps this season.
They could have gone out in the Champions League.
Yeah, what have you made of them in the Champions League this season?
I tweeted, I said they're like the funniest big club in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird, it just never seems to work out in Europe for them. Obviously, he's unbelievable, like, come on, like, this guy. We've seen him in international stage, we've seen him everywhere, but... So it's got nothing to do with him. Like, he will always be... But I don't know, if PSG is weird.
PSG are just trying to find their identity this year, I just feel like, and they're going to have a bit of a teething period. As weird as that sounds, considering how much money they've spent over the past decade or so, but I feel like they've really reset their culture this summer, and he's kind of really the leading light of it, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And with Vinny's injury as well, and his injury problems this season, it's hard to put Vinicius in there, isn't it?
Hasn't
based on this season.
Well.
Okay. Striker then, who have you gone with? Best number 9 in the world right now. Let's reveal to the camera who you've gone with.
Harold.
Gotta be, isn't it?
Gotta be. This guy, like, he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or this year. I think he's gonna do it.
I feel like people are saying as well that he's taken a step up since he's gone to Bayern Munich. I don't think he has.
Nah,
I think he's still playing at the same level that he was playing at Tottenham.
I agree.
He's at a bigger club, so everyone can see it a lot more.
Yeah.
And the hatred for Spurs is kind of removed from people's hearts, so they can judge him more objectively. But you just see what he's gone there. He's winning them games single-handedly. The way he's linking up with Sané and all these players, as if he's been there for 10 years.
Man. I know what you mean by that, because people forget when he was at Tottenham, he scored 30 goals for a team that finished 8th in the Premier League last season. So obviously his form now, 22 goals, 7 assists in 18 apps. I've seen even Bayern Munich fans and vloggers saying that they think he's even on a level higher than what Lewandowski was for his first season.
I agree.
And it's almost like the wider football world realises that. As Spurs fans, we've seen this season on season. It's no surprise he'd go there and rip it up. And you said in the break, tell me what you said about Harry Kane.
My favourite player in the world. And it's not new.
Harry Kane is your favourite player in world football?
It's an Arsenal fan. It's not new.
And an Arsenal fan saying that?
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, it's not new because for me, it's like... It sounds crazy to say. There's a lot of Arsenal fans I know that don't even celebrate his goals for England. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But for me, it's... Of course, there's the loyalty to your fan, like your club. I'm an Arsenal fan. I always have been from birth till now. But you just... This player growing up, he's like... For me, it's unbelievable. And I watched him closely growing up a lot because when I was at college, I was playing football. It was like my college was linked to Spurs, so we got free tickets to Spurs games and stuff. And I'm like 16 years old.
Front row seats.
Yeah, I'm 16 years old, so I'm going to like the Europa League games. And I remember seeing when Soldado was your first choice, and he was just coming into the team, number 18. And I was like, this guy is so good. And then over the years in the Premier League, you can't deny him. 30 goals in the season, 30 goals. He's winning the Ballon d'Or this season coming, I think. If they win the Champions League and the league, and he wins the Euros of England.
I think he's definitely will be in the shout with it. Well, I said this show 1 when people were talking about Ballon d'Or. I said if England have a good Euros, which I think they will, and he has a good Champions League, the goals. Best player in the world right now. Then this is what we're doing. Who do you think, just quickly, is the best player in the world? Harry Kane?
Kane and Bellingham, man.
I would go Mbappe.
Do you know what? Kane and Bellingham, 2 English lads. Is it coming home?
I'm not sure. But you know Kane's good when we didn't even mention Erling Haaland.
Yeah, got to shout Erling Haaland.
Didn't even mention Erling Haaland.
Big up Erling Haaland.
Yeah, great. Lautaro Martinez too.
Yeah, good shout.
Season.
But there is confirmation. I think it's a pretty good team, though. I think they've done pretty well. They let us know what you think of the best players in each position in the world right now.